locks up. Verstappen's on the inside. Verstappen is ahead.
4 years ago, Audi, part of the Volkswagen Group, announced it would enter F1 as an engine supplier in 2026. But soon enough, they got more ambitious and decided they would rather buy out Sauber. Audi, a German company, wanted the team to have that German flavor. They appointed Andreas Seidl, who is German, to help set up the team. He decided that a German brand needed a German driver, as it will help attract German sponsors. Mick Schumacher was always touted as an ideal candidate, but he didn't last long enough. This left the doors open for Nico Hülkenberg, who has been incredible for Haas at 36. He signed for the team on a multi-year deal, effectively guaranteeing he would be on the grid in his 40s. However, Carlos Sainz was their main target all along. After being chased out by Hamilton, the Spaniard oddly found himself out of a seat. With nothing to lose, he started driving to save his career. After driving 4 races in the season, he has been on the podium 3 times. His rich vein of form triggered a bidding war between Mercedes, Red Bull, and Audi. Mercedes has an empty seat, and they cannot figure out who they want among Verstappen, Antonelli, and Sainz. Verstappen is, of course, the obvious choice, but Mercedes has built a shambolic car this term, and the Dutchman is not willing to get frustrated. In any case, Toto Wolff stepped up the pursuit, and Max will be offered a €150 million contract over a meeting during the Miami Grand Prix. On the other hand, Kimi Antonelli is becoming somewhat of a phenomenon. Days ago, during the Imola test, Antonelli shattered Max Verstappen's record. With 15 kilograms of fuel on soft tires, and in the W13 Hamilton drove in 2022, the Italian had beaten Verstappen's qualifying record of the same year by some decent margin. The boy seized the opportunity to make his case for Hamilton's seat. Some people have argued that considering he is only 17, Antonelli is now ahead of the Spaniard in the pecking order. The next possible destination for Sainz is Red Bull. Red Bull still hopes to keep hold of Verstappen, but Horner was considering him to replace Perez. However, the Mexican has found some incredible form, finishing on the podium in 4 out of 5 races this year. More so, a couple of weeks ago, Helmut Marko expressed his skepticism about Red Bull's ability to afford Sainz. We're talking to him, but he has a very lucrative offer from Audi that we can't match or beat. Clearly, Red Bull cannot afford him, but maybe they can pay him now since Adrian Newey, with his hefty £10 million basic salary, is no longer on their books. This leaves Sainz in a tight position. Red Bull can't afford him, and Mercedes will only consider him if they cannot get Verstappen. And here we are today. The destiny of Sainz rests on whether or not Verstappen will make the bold move to Mercedes. But all along, while he continued to hope and push for Red Bull and Mercedes, Audi was waiting for him with a lucrative contract. The Spaniard won't just take it. Reports in the Spanish media have now revealed that since Sainz missed the May 1st deadline given to him by Audi, the team has moved on from him. Sainz has now been rejected by the big teams as well as the small team. Antonio Lobato, a well-respected journalist who also has close links to the Sainz camp, said he did not accept Audi's offer. Lobato said the driver missed the deadline set by Audi to make up his mind whether or not to sign with the company, as he hoped that either Red Bull or Mercedes would come for him. He decided not to accept the offer and missed the deadline he had to respond, Lobato wrote on Twitter to his over 500,000 followers. Accepting it would have given him peace of mind, in addition to a good financial offer, but he preferred to take the risk to see if he finds a place in a more competitive team. This is a classic case of a bird at hand is worth 2 in the bush. Sainz didn't want to be a development driver for Audi in 2025 in preparation for their entry in 2026. On the surface, it appears that Audi will be weaker than Mercedes and Red Bull, but that might not be true. The reason is that Red Bull, just like Audi, will be building their engine in-house in 2026. Honda had ditched Red Bull, so they partnered with Ford to build a new engine. Audi will also build their own engine, ditching the Ferrari engine that Sauber is currently using. The only team that has a good chance at success is Mercedes, because while they might be struggling with their car aerodynamics, they still remain the king of the turbo hybrid era. For now, the deals seem to be off, and Carlos Sainz will be without a car in 2025. However, it is possible that the Spaniard will be able to pull off the Audi move anyway. To his advantage is that his dad races for Audi and even won the Dakar rally with the team. It is not far-fetched that the old man will insist that the team also sign his son. For now, the future looks bleak for the driver. Aston Martin is the only other team that can afford his wages, but they already have Alonso. Mr. Smooth Operator might have a tricky time getting back to the grid. Do you think Sainz made the right call by refusing to go to Audi and placing his career on whether Verstappen moves? Leave us your thoughts in the comment section. This is Front Lockout, signing off.